Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Ali Aurangzeb from Faculty of Computing Science and IT, BBC Lyari, Karachi. Today we will discuss on the introduction to ICT, and today our topic is computer memory and storage. These are the objectives of the this chapter. So, computer memory. Memory, we can say that memory refers to the one temporary storage or temporary memory. A memory refers to a device that is used to store the information for immediate use in a computer or related computer hardware devices. So when some of the instructions are executed, so the CPU is accessing the some of the memory, and in a computing also uh, it refers a device that is used to information for immediate use in a computer or related computer hardware device. Basically, it is a typically refers to a semiconductor memory uh, that is a made up of the metal oxide semiconductor where data is stored within the MOS memory cells on a silicon integrated circuit chip. We can say that the memory basically refers to the primary memory or the main memory. Computer memory operates at a higher speed. For example, uh, RAM and ROM. RAM is a distinction from storage that provides slow to access information but offers a higher capacities. If needed, contents of the computer memory can be transferred to secondary storage. A very common way of doing this is through a memory management technique that is called the one of the virtual memory. So, man memory is a directly or indirectly connected to the central processing unit through the memory buses. In which the memory buses basically consist on the uh, address bus, control bus, data buses, but there are two common buses. One is the address bus and data buses. The CPU first send a number through an address bus, a number that is called the one of the memory addresses that indicates the desired location of the data. Then it reads or writes the data in the memory cells using the data buses. Another part of the uh, unit of the CPU that is called one of the memory management unit is a small device that is a between CPU and RAM that recalculating the actual memory addresses, for example, to provide an abstraction of virtual memory or other tasks. So here, this is the hierarchy of the computer memory, and the categorized into the two memories. One is the primary memory, another is the secondary memory. And primary memory is further categorized into the RAM, and RAM is also further categorized into the SRAM and DRAM. Whereas ROM is also categorized into the PROM, EPROM, and EPROM. Where another side, uh, the secondary memory, we can say that the secondary memory is one of the consist on the sequential access storage and direct access storage, where the further categorized on the hard is uh, solid state drive, SSD, and other are the compact disk, floppy disk, and magnetic tape. So the key difference between the primary and secondary memories is speed of uh, access. So in a primary memory, as we have discussed, there are two major types of the RAM and ROM. So one is the RAM. RAM stands for uh, or random access memory. The program and data that CPU requires during the execution of program are stored in this memory. What does it mean? It means that when the operating systems start or the when we turn on the system, so the operating system copy of the operating system will be reside in the RAM, and CPU can directly access from the RAM, and after that CPU might be accessed from the cache. So it is a volatile memory. Volatile, it means that something is might be going to evaporate, so the data will be lost during the turn of the system or during uh, the shutdown of the system. So when you are at the time of the processing, at the time of execution, if you are working over the system, so some type of your data or some type of information is stored in a RAM. So RAM also categorized into the two parts. One is the SRAM and another is DRAM. So DRAM is constructed of the tiny capacitors that leak electricity. It requires a recharge every few milliseconds to maintain its data. It's inexpensive, slower than SRAM. It can store many bits per chip. It uses less power, it generates the less heat and used for the main memory. Whereas another side, SRAM, it constructed of circuits similar to D flip-flop. So here we are using the different type of the flip-flops, in which the one of the popular flip-flop is a D flip-flop, and also it holds its contents as long as power is available. It is expensive. It is a faster than DRAM. It cannot store many bits per chips. It uses more power. It generates the more heat and used for the cache. Whereas uh, as we use the RAM, so there are other memories are available. Uh, like we can say that the CPU has own memory. We can say that the registers, and registers are the faster uh, memory as compared to the other storage, as well as we can say that the cache is the one of the intermediate stage between the ultra fast registers and much slower man memory. It was introduced slowly to improve the performance of the computers. So most actively used information in the man memory is just duplicated in the cache memory, which is a faster but of much lesser capacity. On the other hand, the man memory is a much slower but has a much greater storage capacity than the processor registers. So the ROM stands for the read-only memory. It is store the crucial information essential to operate the system. So it is a non-volatile memory. Always retain its data, and it is used in an embedded system or where the programming needs no change. It is used in a calculator and peripheral devices. As you know that we can say that the ROM is the one of the permanent or the non-volatile memory, because uh, most of the students understand that we can store the sum of our data into the ROM. Basically, we cannot store our data into the ROM. Basically, why we can say that it is a permanent or the non-volatile memory? Because due to the contents or the routines of the operating system, so that is the called the BIOS. So it's one of the chip, and the BIOS is stored permanently into ROM. So BIOS stands for the basic input output system. So on the basis of BIOS, we can install our any type of the operating systems. So at the time of manufacturing, uh, this chip or the ROM is programmed and installed the BIOS. There are different types of the ROM. One is the PROM, programmable read-only memory. So it can be programmed by the users. Once a programmed the data and instruction, it cannot be the change. So when user can be programmed, basically it might be that the time of the manufacturing, or might be you can erase the ultraviolet rays, or you can program it. So one of the another type of the ROM is a erasable programmable read-only memory, EPROM. It can be reprogrammed to erase data from it, expose it to ultraviolet rays. So we can remove or erase this type of the memory, or we can remove or erase the contents of the ROM through the ultraviolet rays. So EEPROM stands for the electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Uh, so the data can be erased by the applying electric field. No need of the ultraviolet light. We can erase only the portion of the chip. So storage, we can say that storage means the permanent or secondary storage. Uh, we can say that storage means the backing storage that hold the data, instructions, and information for future use. So in a secondary storage, we can say that it is a known as external memory or the auxiliary storage that differ from the primary storage, and that it is not directly accessible by the CPU. The computer usually use its input and output channels to access the secondary storage and transfer the desired data to the primary storage. So secondary storage is a non-volatile because they can retain their data when the power is shut down. So modern computer system typically have two orders of the magnitude more secondary storage than the primary storage, because secondary storage is less expensive. And modern computers, they can use the hard drives, and solid state drives are usually in a secondary storages. So rotating the optical storage devices such as the CD and DVD drives have even longer access time. Another example of the secondary storage technologies like the USB flash drive, floppy drive, and magnetic tape, paper tape, punch card, and uh, also we can say that the secondary storage is divided into the two major categories. One is the sequential access storage and direct access storage. So in a sequential access storage might be that we can use the magnetic tape and reel or the tape cassettes, but in a secondary, sorry, in a random access or direct access storage, we can use the magnetic disk and hard disk and other floppy disk. So in a modern digital computers, they represent the data using the binary form or text or the number or picture or audio, and nearly any other form of information can be converted into a string of the bit or the binary digits. So each of which has the values 1 or 0. The most common fundamental unit of the memory, we can say that the bit, the smallest and the fundamental unit of the memory is called the bit, and 8 bit will be equal to the 1 byte. So the most common unit of the storage is the byte equal to the 8 bits. So a piece of information can be handled by any computer or device whose storage space is large enough to accommodate the binary representation of a piece of information. So here there are the two types of the storage. One is the sequential access storage, and other the direct access storage. So sequential access storage are always non-addressable. For example, user or operator uh, do not immediate access the data or the information from the sequential access devices. For example, there is a major example of the sequential access storage is a reel or the tape cassettes. So when you want to search the sum of the record from your storage, so you might be searched one by one or sequentially in a sequence order. So another side is direct access storage. So direct access storage is also called the random access storage. We randomly pick any type of the uh, information or the data Also, this is the one of the capacity. We can measure the capacity of the storage in terms of the bit, as I earlier discussed that the bit is the smallest and the fundamental unit of the memory. So uh, 8 bit equal to the 1 byte, and half of 1 byte equal to the 1 nibble. It means that the 4 bit is called the 1 nibble. So 1024 byte equal to the 1 kilobyte, and 1024 kilobyte equal to the 1 megabyte, and then 1024 megabyte equal to the 1 gigabyte, and 1024 gigabyte equal to the 1 terabyte, and 1024 terabyte equal to the petabyte, and the 1024 petabyte equal to the 1 exabyte, and 1024 exabyte equal to the 1 zettabyte, and 1024 zettabyte equal to the 1 lutabyte, and last one is the Bronto. So this kilobyte equal to the 1000, megabyte 1 million, gigabyte 1 billion, terabyte 1 trillion, and quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion, septillion, up to the utabyte. As we earlier discussed that one of the memory is one of the volatile that holds information temporary based, and uh, the another side is the storage that is called the non-volatile, and the uh, contents retain when power is a shutdown. So it's a comparison between the volatile as well as non-volatile. So storage device is one of the, as we can say that the reading of the some of the data. So it means ke, uh, processing of transferring items from storage media to the memory. So the hardware is that records and retrieve the items to and from storage media, and the process of transferring atom from the memory is storage media. So storage media basically keep the one of the records. Access time, basically the access time per byte for hard disk or the solid state drive is typically measured in a milliseconds or 1000 seconds, while the access time per byte for storage, primary storage is measured in a nanosecond or 1 billion second. Thus sec- so secondary storage is a significantly slower than the primary storage. So time it takes a storage device to locate item on the storage medium. So we can say that the primary storage have the faster transfer rates as compared to the secondary storage. Magnetic disk, as we earlier discussed, the random access devices or the direct access devices. So magnetic disk or magnetic storage or magnetic recording is the one of the storage of the data on a magnetized medium. So a magnetic storage uses different patterns of the magnetization in a magnetizable material to store the data, and is a form of non-volatile memory. The information is accessed using one or more read write head. So uh, as you know that, okay, there are the two, one of the axis arms, we can use one of the read write head. So this is the one of the uh, axis arm, and that axis arm is contains basically on a, one is the read arm and another the write arm. When we want to retrieve the data from the uh, hard drive or any magnetic disk, so one is the read head perform their functionality, and if you want to store some information, so there is a write head will work. Magnetic storage media primarily Like we can say that the hard disks are widely used to store computer data, as well as, for example, they are capable to store the audio, video, and images. In the field of the computing, the term magnetic storage is preferred, and in the field of the audio and video production, the term magnetic recordings are commonly used. So there are the different type of the uh, tracks or sectors are used, and uh, we can use the bed sectors. So we have the back sectors. The sectors, we can say that these are the sectors in the computing that refers disk sectors on a disk storage unit that is a permanently damaged. Upon taking damage, all the information stored on the sector is lost. When a bad sector is found and marked, the operating system skips it in the future. So another topic is hard disk. A hard disk, also called the one of the fixed disk. So it is the one of the first time introduced by the IBM in 1956. A hard disk drive or hard disk drive, that is called the fixed disk. It is an electromechanical data storage device that uses a magnetic storage to store and retrieve digital data using one or more rigid, rapidly rotating platters coated with the magnetic materials. So as you look to the hard drive, so there are the number of the platters, and the data recorded will be on the both surfaces of the platters. It depends upon the hard disk. There might be the two or the more than two platters, or five or the seven platters are used. So the primary characteristics of an hard disk are its capacity and performance. So capacity specified in terms of the, so hard disk store the data in uh, up to the megabyte, up to the gigabyte. Now the hard disks are available up to the uh, terabytes. So the data is stored on the hard drive in the binary code using the zero and ones. So and mostly the addresses are available in the form of the binary form. And the platter is or the aluminum glasses or ceramic coated material with a live material, usually 3 millionths of the inch, 3.5 and 2.5 inches in a diameter. And also we can measure the speed of the hard disk we in rpm, or the revolution per minute. So the data is stored on a hard drive in a binary form, or 0 or 1. The information is spread out on the magnetic layer of the disk, and are read or written by the read head. As I earlier discussed, there are two axes arm. One is used for the read, another used for the write head. A hard disk is a sealed unit containing a number of platters in a stack. Hard disk may be mounted in a horizontal or vertical position. The hard drive is mounted horizontally. Electromagnetic read-write heads are positioned above and below each platter. The platter spin, the drive head moves and towards the center surface and out towards the edge. In that way, the drive head can reach the entire surface of each platter. The platters are paired with the magnetic heads, usually arranged on the moving actuator arm, where we can say that the axis arm or read write head. So these read and write head read and write the data to the platter surfaces. The stack of platters rotate of constant speed. The drive head, while positioned close to the center of the disk, reads from a surface that is passing by more slowly than the surface at the outer edge of the disk. So where each disk consists of the pillators, rings on each side of each pillator called the tracks, and section within the each track called the sectors. So a sector is the smallest physical storage unit on a disk, almost always up to the 512 bytes in a size. Each track is divided into the sections, and a sector is the smallest physical storage unit, as we earlier discussed. Actually, the files on the hard drive are all scattered on the platter in a sectors and tracks, where tracks are concentric circles and the pie-shaped wedges present on each track are called sectors. So each sector is store a fixed amount of user accessible data, where multiple rigid disks are the mounted on the same axle. The set of tracks at the same radius on their surface is known as a cylinder. A cylinder consists of the set of tracks that are same head position on the disk. So initially, the operating systems, these are the cylinders that are, there are the some sectors are the basically one of the segmented area where vertical section of the track through all the platters and single movement of read write head arms axis are the available. So initially, the operating system, based on its analysis over the hard drive, and they are used the file allocation table FAT that communicates with the disk controller, and the disk controller is the controller circuit which enable the CPU to communicate with a hard disk, floppy disk, or other kind of disk drive. Also, it provides an interface between the uh, disk drive and the bus connecting it to the rest of the system. Here is the head crash, where occurs when a read-write head touches the platter surfaces, where uh, access arm touch onto the platter surfaces. We can say that the head of the crash, where the spinning creates a cushion of air that floats the read-write head above the platters. As one of the disk caches, so the file system uses an index table stored on the device to identify a chain of the data storage area that might be associated with the file. That is called the FAT. The FAT is statically allocated at the time of formatting. The table is a linked list of entire of each clusters, and each entry contain either the number of next cluster in the file or else marker indicating the end of the file and used disk space. The increase in the hard drive capacity requires the three major variants: FAT8, FAT12, FAT16, and FAT32. The FAT standard has also been expanded in other ways while generally preserving backward compatibility with the existing software. So another file systems are the NTFS, which is also sometime how we can say that new technology file system is that NTFS is the one of the process that the Windows NT operating system uses for storing and organizing and finding the files on hard drive efficiently. So another secondary storage with the we can use the solid state drives. These solid state storage devices that uses the integrated circuit assemblies to store the data, and typically using the flash memory and functioning as a secondary storage. It is sometime called the SSD that store the data in the semiconductor cells. RAID stands for the redundant array of the independent disk that connects the multiple smaller disks into a smaller unit that act as a single large hard disk. This is the miniature hard disk where provide the greater storage capacity than flash memory. It is smaller than the notebook, and a pocket hard drive is a self-contained, that is called the a pocket hard drive. It's one of the self-contained unit, and it is used for the portable media player like the digital camera. Smartphones can use that type of the disk. So here are the some external hard drive and some of the removable hard drive. These are the some disk controllers where SATA are used. The type of the controller uses the serial signal to transfer the data or instruction and information. And other is the SCSI controller supports up to the 15 devices including the hard disk. And other is the enhanced integrated drive. EID controller support 4 hard drive, and SAS controller support the uh, many connected devices at once, including the hard disk like the scanners, the digital cameras. Online storage, basically nowadays a lot of the services are available, like we can use the cloud based storages. So these type of the services on the web that provide the storage for the minimal monthly fee, and some capacity might be we can occupy and free of the cost. So we can store the files and can access the file from any computer with the web access. Large files can be downloaded and we can upload, so require the authorizations. Another is the one of the floppy disk. So floppy disk is also known as the floppy or diskette or simple disk, is a type of disk storage composed of a disk of a thin and flexible magnetic storage medium that's sealed in a rectangular plastic enclosure lined with the fabric that removes the dust particle. Floppy disk are the read and written by the floppy disk drive. So that is the portable and expensive storage medium. So we can store up to the 1.4 MB, and external floppy disk drive. The access time is 84 microsecond, and the transfer rate 250 to 500 kbps. These are the optical disk. In a computing, optical disk is a flat, usually circular disk that encodes the binary data, that is called the bits, in form of the bits or the binary values or the 0 or the 1. So due to the lack of reflection, when a read and the lands the binary value of 1 are means the on, and due to reflection when read on a special material that is called the aluminum on one of its flat surfaces. So here optical discs are mostly commonly used for storing like the music. We can use the like the CD player also used for the functions, the parties, and we can use the video for using a Blu-ray player. An optical disc is designed to support one of the three recording types, and that we can use the one of the uh, CD and CD-ROM, and recordable write ones we can say that the CDR, and re-recordable rewritable we can say that CDRW. So here uh, basically we are looking to the disk, that is the label, uh, where optical storage electronic storage medium that uses the lower power laser beam to record and retrieve the digit binary data. An optical storage technology, a laser beam encodes the digital data onto an optical or laser disc in the form of tiny pits arranged in a concentric track on the disc surface. A lower power laser scanner is used to read these pits with the variations and the intensity of reflected light from the pits being converted into the electrical signals. So here this technology is used in the compact disc which record the sound in the CD-ROM, which can store text, images as well as sound. And uh, write once read many ROM, a type of the disk that can be written on once and read any number of times, and a newer disk that are totally rewritable. So in the first step, laser diode shines a light beam towards the disk. So otherwise, if the light strikes a pit, it scatters. If the light strikes a lens, it reflects. So uh, it is a reflected back towards the diode. So at the third stage, the reflected light is deflected to a light sensing diode, which send a digital signals of the one to computer, and the absence of the reflected light is read as a zero. So the data stored on the optical disc, it is stored in the single track and track divided into in different sectors. So another disk is called the CD-ROM. Okay. How should you care for an optical disc? So we can care the optical disc. We have to prevent from the dust, and also try to clean your CD or DVD using a very soft and free cloth. Make sure that you clean the disc using the very light strokes, and evaluate your CD drive. There are times when the drive itself become corrupted, due to the which CD or DVD is not able to read and write. If your drive is corrupted, do not run CD and DVD. So uh, if you have a mildew scratched over your optical disc, the chances are that data has been lost locally. However, you may be still able to recover your data. First, you should copy the data on your CD or DVD on another optical disk, so that whatever you may try, you do not ruin the data further. After doing so, try polishing the shallow scratches away. For this, use mild abrasives, use the furniture polish or the toothpaste. So another optical disc that is called the CD-ROM. CD-ROM stands for the compact disc read-only memory, and it is a pre-placed optical compact disc that contains the data computers can read but not write to or erase. CD-ROM is one of the type of the read-only memory. During the 1990s, CD-ROM were popularly used distribute software and data for computers and fifth generation video games console. Some CDs are enhanced CDs, hold both computer data and audio, with the latter capable of being played on the CD player. So CD-ROM is one of the uh, read-only memory, and it is one of the capable to uh, keep the one of the CD based or the some information stored in a CD, and the CD player is responsible for to play the audio or video. So another is a DROM, that stands for the, sorry, not a DVD ROM, but it's one of the CD-ROM that cannot erase or modify the contents, and typically it holds the 650 MB to 1 GB. Another is CDR, and CDR stands for the compact disc recordable disk, where you can write it once. So CD recorder writes data to a CD or disk by pulsing its a laser to heat areas of the organic dye layer. The writing process does not produce uh, indentation. It means the pits. Instead, the heat permanently changes the optical properties of the dye. So, where the changing the reflectivity of those areas using a low laser power, so as not to further alter the dye. The disk is a read bake into the same way as a CD-ROM. However, the reflected light is modulated not by pits. CDR allows the user to master a CD-ROM or audio CD for publishing. Until recently, CDR drives were quite expensive, but prices have dropped dramatically. There are the features of the CDR drives, where CDR is readable by most planned CD readers. One of the CD recorder can write a CDR using the several methods. One is the disk at a once. The whole CDR is written in a one session with no gaps, and the disk is closed, meaning no more data can be added, and the CDR effectively becomes a standard read-only CD with no gaps between the tracks. The disk at once format is useful for live audio recording. Another is uh, track at once, where the data are written to the CD or on a track at the time, but the CD is left open for further recording at the later stage. It allows the data and audio to reside on the same CDR. And third one is a packet writing, that is used to record the data and to the CDR and the packets, allowing the extra information to be appended to a disk at a later time, or for information on a disk to be made invisible. And this way, CDR can emulate CDRW. However, each time information on the disk is altered, more data has to be written to the disk. There can be compatibility issues with this format and some CD drives. So another is the CDRWs, and CDRW stands for the compact disk rewritable. It might be the erasable disk you can write on multiple time. That it is a digital optical disk storage format introduced in 1997. CDRW compact disk CDRWs can be written, read, erased, and rewritten. CDRW, as opposed to the CDs, require specialized readers that have a sensitive laser optics. So CDRWs cannot be read in a many CD readers, but CD readers where CD-ROM drives with the multi-read certification are compatible. So CDRW might be unable to read the CD readers. So there is required one of the CDRWs must be erased or blanked before reuse. Eraser methods include the full blanking, where the entire surface of the disk is erased, and fast blanking, where only metadata erased. In a CDRW disk, the recording layer is made up of alloy of the silver and other metals like the indium, antimony, and tellurium. Another is the uh, a DVD-ROM. DVD stands for the digital versatile disc ROM, or digital video disc ROM. So DVD is one of the storage format invented and developed in 1995 and released in late 1996. The medium can store any kind of the digital data and is widely used for the software and other computer files as well as the video programs, and we can watch through the DVD players, whereas DVD offers higher storage capacity than the compact disc. So there are the several formats developed for the recording video on optical disc before the DVD optical recording technology that was invented by David Paul Gregg and James Russell in 1963 and first patent in 1968. So there are the different type of the other storage, and we can say that if when we write the some contents of the audio and video based, that we can say that that process is the burning process. So another the Blu-ray disc, and Blu-ray disc have the storage capacity up to the 100 GB. It is also known as the uh, Blu-ray is a digital optical disc data storage format. It was designed to supersede the DVD format and is capable of storing several hours of the video in a high definition HDTV. Uh, and the main application of the Blu-ray is a medium for video material such as the feature films and for the physical distribution of video games for the PlayStation 3, 4 and for the Xbox is one of the platform for the gaming purpose. Whereas Blu-ray refers to the blue laser, which is actually a violet laser used to read the disc, which allows the information to be stored at a greater density than is possible with the longer wavelength red laser used for the DVDs. Another is HD DVD disc. So HD DVD disc stands for the high definition digital versatile disc. They have a capability to storage up to the 60 GB, and it is a discontinued the to absolute the density of the optical disc format for storing data and playback of high definition video. It is supported principally by Toshiba, and HD DVD was uh, envisioned to be the successor to the standard DVD format. On February 19, 2008, after a protracted format war with the revival of the Blu-ray, Toshiba abandoned the format, announcing it would no longer manufacture HD DVD player and drives. The HD DVD promotion group was dissolved on a March 28 in 2008. So another is HD VMD that have a storage capacity up to the 40 GB or more than the 40 GB. That stands for the versatile multi-layer disk. It is one of the high capacity red laser optical disc technology designed by the new medium enterprise. VMD was intended to the complete with the blue laser or the Blu-ray disc format and had a initial capacity up to the 40 GB. That encoding technique used MPEG-2 and VC1, and it was developed by the new medium enterprises. Another is the UMD. UMD stands for the Universal Media Disk. It stores up to the 1.8 GB. It is discontinued optical disc medium developed by the Sony for use on their PlayStation's portable handheld gaming and multimedia platforms, where it can hold up to the 18 gigabytes of the data, and it is capable of housing the video games, feature length films and music. So where UMD was the trademark of a Sony Computer Entertainment for their optical disc cartridge, while the primary application for the UMD disc is as storage medium for PSP games. The format is also used for the storage of motion pictures and the laser degree. These are the DVD writers and readers. This is the one of the tape and the magnetically coated plastic ribbon capable of storing large amount of the data at a low cost. As we earlier discussed on the uh, sequential access devices, as we can use the magnetic tape or the tape cassettes where reel are used, and the information are the recorded on the both surfaces of the reel, and the transfer rate from the 1 to 1.25 mbps to 6 mbps, and the data can be retrieved or accessed through the sequential access. And these are the PC cards. So PC card is one of the electronic device about the size of the, like the credit card that is used to store the data, where these cards were originally developed to be used with the many devices such as a portable computer and digital cameras, but currently their primary use in a laptop computer. The term PC card is being used in conjunction with the term of PC and CIA to help prevent the confusion due to the length of the uh, acronym. These type of the small storage devices used for the small, and also these are the some type of the compact flash, secret digitals, micro SD, SD cards, flash memory cards. Whereas the company manufacturer leases the sale, the transport, the mobile storage containers. So here is a USB flash drive. This is one of the external drive that plugs into the USB port on a computer or mobile devices. Nowadays, up to the GB, the capacity of the USB are available in up to the GBs. And the smart cards that stores are, we can use the external hard drives, and external hard drives are used up to the 1 terabyte and up to the 2 terabytes. And smart cards that store the data on a microprocessor that embedded in a small card, where the input, process, output, and storage capabilities are available, storing medical records, healthcare identification numbers, whereas customer and employees data are also stored. Microfilm and microfiche, the type of the uh, devices store the microscopic images of the documents, or we can scan the document or the thesis or newspaper or magazine into the digital forms. These are the one of the media type, where the magnetic disc, optical disc, and microfilm, where we can store some type of the uh, information. So if you want to purchase the computer, you need to discuss the feature or configuration of the systems. So in which you look to the model number of the computer and brand name of the computer, uh, generation of the computer, and you must be check the SSD card or card readers, or we can say that the hard disk. Also, you must check the motherboard. And so we have completed this chapter. If you have any queries, you may ask. तो इंशाल्लाह हम मिलेंगे अब नेक्स्ट टॉपिक के अंदर. थैंक यू वेरी मच.